highly irritating.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here. We had a
Yeah, because
blast.
I'm
Wh-
supposed to be logged on because my podcast starts in 15 minutes. So yeah, I'm supposed
Oh,
to be on
girl. Yeah,
already.
girl, you talk too much.
I know, my bad. I'm sorry. This can't be messing with you
Nah,
sometimes because
yeah.
we always have a 2-3 hour conversation when we
Hey,
talk.
hey, you know how I do. So let me close out by saying for the folks who
Okay.
may have listened to the earlier portions of this episode, who may get the default emotion of mad but not really mad, just know that I'm not really talking about you. I'm just talking about my thoughts of what happened or what I again thought about, thought about. And I like to look at it as this platform is a safe haven for conversation. That's why I like to make whatever talk a safe haven for conversation. So I'm not talking about you per se. I'm talking about my thoughts on what I experienced. That's what it is. So I may be using you as a reference because that's where I was when I had this experience and this thought of mine. So again, you're not niggas, you're not Riri's, you're not retarded and all this stuff. Which is what Riri is. You're not any of these things that you imagine yourself may be uncomfortably or whatever it is you want to do. It's just my thoughts, and this is the platform to express my and any one of anybody else's thoughts. Your freaking crybaby girls of yours that you were coaching, your free. Yeah, you can come over here and express it, not necessarily meaning that for real, but it's just a thought that you had about, and you probably thought about that or meant it at the time that you thought about it. But it's just a thought. Hey, what are thoughts? Probably contradictions in the making. Matter of fact, that's what I'm gonna call it. I like that. Thoughts are contradictions in the making. Go ahead and give your shout outs and all that stuff. You heard you get out and get to your show.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have anybody to shout out. Shout out everybody. I'm getting ready to start my podcast in 15 minutes. I host the Hits and Heels podcast. It's a sports podcast because I am a football coach, one of the few football coaches across the nation. I coach a women's team, but I also coach middle school. I also coach track. Um, my son plays for the University of Kentucky football. He's a safety. My husband played at the University of Kentucky, so we're a sports family. So I host my own podcast, but it's sports related. We don't talk about whatever. We only talk about sports. So you guys are welcome to go to my page, Terry Mims Bryant, or Hits and Heels on Facebook or YouTube, and tune in. You can on my podcast you can bring questions. It's interactive and it's live as well, and you can ask questions on my
Mm-hmm.
podcast.
Yep. And that's another reason why I keep you in mind for a lot of my episodes. Because I remember you saying that you be wanting to talk about stuff, but you don't really have people to talk about stuff with on an
I don't. I don't. And then I don't talk about anything religion, political, or anything on my podcast.
yeah.
That's
So
so I
and
don't
that's
have,
dope.
yeah, I don't have
That's
that.
cool.
Yeah, I don't have that. And I don't have people like you that I can just have a conversation with without it end up being an argument.
Argument. So that's why I keep reaching out. You be, I'm busy, I can't make it, but hey, it's cool. Life is what you are doing right now. It's all good.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to all the listeners as well. You guys do rock. Thank you for listening to the whole episode. For the ones who actually listen to the whole 4 hours plus this. Coach Terry, thank you for coming here again. Again, I love conversing with folks who understand what conversation is. And my family, we love y'all a whole bunch of kind. Until the next episode or whatever talk, whatever.
Whatever.
If you would have made it this far, but then you made it to the end of the show, you can stay posted, but we gotta go. But wait a minute, leave a comment, tell us what you think about it. Come again, tell a friend, tell whoever listening, whatever talk.